If you have growing together, then you must know about family dynamics.
Even if you don't have growing together and you're simply interested in learning more,
this is the video for you. Let's get to the good, shall we? First of all, family dynamics are the patterns of interactions among relatives, their roles and relationships, and the various factors that shape their interactions.
Or at least that's what Google told me.
To put it in a more simple way, it's something that reflects the type of relationship two people have, and it affects how they act towards one another. In The Sims 4, you can allow this to happen naturally, or you can set in Create a Sim. It's uncertain how personalities traits affect family dynamics. This is because most of the effects of family dynamics happen through autonomous sim behavior. I guess just be careful about what combos you're using with traits and dynamics. Not only would it not make sense for a self-absorbed parent to be in a supportive family dynamic,
but it also might not work.
They might just cancel each other out. When you're figuring out your Sims traits, dynamics, and whatnot, keep in mind that they've added 2 new categories for the likes and dislikes. This is for the compatibility mechanic that's now included. Now you can choose conversations and characteristics that your Sim likes or dislikes about other people. These choices can help inform you about future dynamics or what dynamics you should choose for your Sims right now. You might notice that your family dynamics are causing moodlets. Things like a strict parent feeling stressed out about being too strict might occur. This happens when they're with the other Sim with whom they have the family dynamic with. There are 7 family dynamics that came along with the pack. Some of them are only available for Sims with an age gap, like a child Sim and an adult one.
So, let's begin.
We're going to start off with close. Close Sims are,
surprise, surprise,
emotionally close to each other. They can often share deep thoughts with one another, which is pretty cute. They will experience spontaneous affection and deep conversations more often than not. Their relationship will be very low maintenance and will end up staying fairly high. This dynamic will make gameplay easy since you don't have to work that hard on maintaining their relationship, and they won't autonomously do negative interactions. Distant is the next one. If a relationship is set to distant, they won't interact with one another that much. This means fewer spontaneous interactions overall. I'm not saying that their interactions are negative,
but I'm not saying that they aren't.
Either way, they can easily result in a low relationship level, particularly in friendship. If you end up in a situation where you want to raise their relationship level, try doing so within a large conversation. For some reason, it's easier to do it when other Sims are involved in the conversation. I don't know why, and I'm not going to question it.
Because I feel this. I could see this working in real life too.
Supportive is another positive dynamic. This is one of the ones that can only be applied to Sims with an age gap, since it's supposed to be like a mentor, mentee? Is it really pronounced as mentee? Let's check it out.
Mentee.
Okay, mentee, mentor-mentee relationship. Within this dynamic, the older Sim can offer support, and the other one can accept support and confide in them. It's a good idea to utilize this dynamic when the younger Sim is stressed out or upset, so make sure your older Sim is available for when the younger one needs to vent. Since autonomous complements affection and venting will happen, you won't struggle to maintain a high relationship level with these two. Permissive. The permissive dynamic is another one that requires an age difference.
However,
unlike the last one, this isn't as positive. This one is centered around the younger Sim being critical, demanding, and generally bratty to the older one. The older Sim will let things slide,
but watch out.
They will become stressed after certain interactions. This is a dynamic in particular where you might see some conflicting interactions depending on your traits. This is why it's important to be mindful of the dynamics and traits. You wouldn't want a happy or cheerful child to be in a permissive dynamic.
It doesn't make sense, and you'll kind of see that through their interactions.
Difficult is another negative style relationship. In all honesty, this might be the most negative relationship dynamic. This is because they will often autonomously fight, say mean comments, insult each other, and be angry at one another. Due to all of that, they will most likely have a negative relationship. This relationship might end up stressing out the whole household. So unless that's what you want,
which, hey, I'm not judging you,
then just be careful with how far they take it. Actually, correction, how far you take it. Strict is another dynamic that needs an age difference. This is because the older sim will be more strict to the younger one. They'll be demanding and critical of them. If you own parenthood as well as growing together, you'll see that this will actually increase the responsibility of the young one. On the other hand, it will negatively affect their emotional control. In this dynamic, the young one will respect the older one, but can be prone to anger and stress moodlets in the older sim's presence, which makes sense. I would also be angry and stressed if someone was like that to me.
And I was a child.
Their autonomous interactions are a little unpredictable. It might be positive, or it might be negative. Who's to say?
Well, the game says it. The game does have the say of that. Yep.
But it could be one or the other. You get the point. Our last dynamic to explore would be the Jokesters. Jokesters like to primarily interact through humor and playful interactions. These autonomous jokes, pranks, and funny stories will help keep their relationship levels high. On top of that, affection interactions might occur. It all depends on how the Sims feel about physical or emotional affection. It makes sense that Sims in a Jokester dynamic will stay close without the player forcing it to happen. It is good to note that their relationship might suffer if one or both of the Sims are gone from the house or don't hang out for long periods of time. That's the only thing to keep in mind, I would say. But yeah, overall, a pretty positive relationship. How has it been playing with a new feature like this? Was it everything you wanted it to be? Let me know. Alright, I gotta go water my plants, and if you have thirsty plants, you should do the same. Don't forget to keep yourself hydrated too. Until next time, bye!